Hello gamers and welcome back to Minecraft, my first ever SMP experience on NeoDood.net. And we're back here, it's another glorious day in NeoDood land, and boy have we got a lot to do today. It's been a busy week, I've managed to put in a fair few hours and I've been enjoying myself. I've really been enjoying myself. It's been great to have such good neighbours and friends nearby. That's made things a hell of a lot more pleasant. And in addition, we are in a bit of it's exciting. We're in a bit of a race for resources with other people on the server, really. So I think it's important for us to make some progress and do a couple of things that are going to help us leap forwards pretty quickly. I want to work on my base really badly. Like, I hate this thing. I don't use any of these additional floors any longer. But you know, they're gonna go eventually, but for now I'm concentrating on resources and getting all the things I need, and once I have all the building blocks and materials I think I want for what I have in mind, we'll turn ourselves back to the base. So let's crack on with the episode and we'll see what we get up to today on NeoDood.net. So sometime since I last logged in, we've had a couple of new neighbours pop up, which is nice to see. There's one guy who's come right back here. Unfortunately, he filled in my lava pool, which wasn't fun, but obviously he wanted to make a portal, so that's fun to see. I might light his portal for him, actually. Okay, so what I'm going to do... Gonna light this portal for this guy. Maybe he hasn't got steel yet. I'm curious to see where that goes, actually. It's going to be very close to mine. They may even overlap. Yeah. They do overlap. It's just gone straight to mine. That's probably going to confuse the hell out of him when he goes through that portal for the first time. But hey ho. You just have to move this a little bit further away and he'll get his own one. So the other thing I was going to do was leave a little care package for these guys. Some welcome gifts. However, I don't want it to get griefed, so what I'm going to do is make the smallest claim I can. So this is this guy's claim. So this isn't in his claim, so what I'm going to do is make a claim here, do a 10 by 10, and then we can put a chest right here. I think that's it. And then we were going to make a sign. There we go. And then we need to figure out how to let him have access to this. So, okay. Cool. So we've given him permission to build on that claim and access everything inside of it. And once he's taken everything inside, I'll come and abandon that claim for him. And then there's another person who's just set up camp, and he is just behind Axel's place over here. Apparently he's just up here. This guy's name, I think, is Tomato Juice? Tomato Juice. It's really funny. He's got a tomato, his house looks like a tomato, so that is very funny. So we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to make a little claim spot just a little distance away. There we go. Okay. That should be helpful. And this guy's name is Tomato Juice, so we need to stand in his claim. Welcome gifts given. Axel just came online, just told me on Discord, look what he got me. He went to the end and he got me a shulker box. Isn't that nice? Woohoo! Axel also got Dragon Head, and he got some Elytra, which unfortunately we can't use in this world. They disabled it to make the performance of the world a bit better. And yeah, he went and found the end portal, which was amazing. I'm just going to have a little look at his windmill while he's here. This looks incredible. Just started it off. Oh wow, look at this. This is going to be enormous. Wow. Okay, I'm going to do Axel a little favour here. I'm going to claim his building for him and make sure no one else can grief it. Right there. And then I'll do trust Axel. Boom. I've claimed this land for him, and now he can go about doing his thing, build this windmill without fear of it being griefed. And when he's got enough blocks, he can claim it himself, and I'll abandon. That's what neighbours are for. So Axel just let me know that he needs a couple of stacks of oak logs for his windmill. So yeah, I'm coming on over. Got a couple of stacks in hand. Hopefully it's going to be enough to help him with his building. So I replaced my cow farm. The one I had previously was a mess. It was a design that required dispensers with lava buckets to take the cows out. So I've modified it to this. So we have 4 1x1 spaces where we've bred cows, got at least 2 in each, and bred them so there's enough in each. And these guys are all on pistons at the back here, which this also controls the water. So now these guys have been pushed up on the pistons, so they're higher up, and the water has been stopped. So in this mode I can feed them and breed them in space, and then we flick the switch. Now the piston is lowered, the water is flowing, and they're bobbing up and down like this. So we grab our wheat, feed the cows. You see the babies start to pop out the side there. There they go. So all the little baby cows just collect over there at the end of the water stream, and when they're ready to grow up, they grow up into the lava. That's it. Nice and simple. Works as treats. Oh no, 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 no. Oh. Oh. The wheat. Oh. They all died. Okay. Okay. Lesson learned. I think they were attracted to the wheat in my hand, and I walked past the line, and then they all obviously just blindly walked into the lava. They must have been hungry. Let's always remember to put that back. So next time they'll actually grow up and give us something. So I don't think they drop anything when they're babies and they die like that. That's unfortunate. Lesson learned. But it does work as long as you put the wheat back in the chest before walking back here. I also finished this, so now we have 6 food farms, which are all automatically now pumping their goods into the villager trading hall, the farmer's market. At the very top here we have carrots and carrots, beetroots, beetroots, potatoes, potatoes. These are our potato guys, so just put these in, and then hoppers come from all of them. They go underground here, they go along and down. And then, down here in the farmer's markets, actually back here in this room where we were keeping villagers previously, but now it doesn't currently have a use. That line of hoppers comes in here, into this, and this is the line from the wheat farm. Now it's wheat and carrots and beetroot and potatoes. Those all just go in here, ready for trading. Boom, ba-doom, ba-doom. This is pumpkins, which isn't connected up yet, and this is just overflow. So now our farm output is automatically delivered where we need it, and items sorted into the relevant chests. So I just need to come down here every now and then and make sure that I actually do the trading. So this is really coming together. And I fixed the villager breeder. I was having issues with it. I kept fiddling with it. I tried trying to close the thing in and make it a bit more seamless. And then the farmers kept taking the beds. So I fixed all of that, and now they're happily breeding away and pumping out villagers, which get sucked up this tube and end up upstairs where we just saw them next to the farmers there. So they end up in here. There they go. Obviously still a lot of styling stuff to do in here, but it's just starting to come together now. I'm getting all of the fundamentals in. Our trading hall is looking good. We've got a good set of librarians now. There's still a few we're waiting to convert. They're being a bit stubborn, and we're waiting very specifically for I think have we got unbreaking? The 2 fundamentals. Yeah, we haven't got unbreaking. We need unbreaking and we need efficiency 5. but we've got more or less everything else I think we would want, so we're just sort of rolling for those other trades. So my friend Axel, wow, he's got a good axe. He needed some oak, so I've let him come through and use my little tree farm as long as he replants. I'm just going to go and see how he's getting on with his windmill, because that's what he needs the materials for. And he has been building a monolithic windmill out here. You're going to see it pop in any second, just past the bridge. Whoa, look at that! That is an impressive building. Oh good, and he's using scaffolding now. He was using some water trick to go up and down, and I convinced him to give scaffolding a go, and it looks like he's figured it out. It's a little bit tricky to get used to. What a building. The blades are going to be tricky. The blades are always the hardest part with windmills. It's very difficult to get them looking good. Look at this, even the little balcony layer. Look at this. Isn't that cool? I love it. I actually forgot to record most of the building of this. I just got the second half here, which you're watching right now. But yeah, if you remember my first starter iron farm, I think I made it in first or second episode, I forget now, a little while ago. At the time of making the second one, it was over a week ago, and it did me okay for the beginning, but it wasn't great. It's a very easy to build, very low yielding iron farm, and it saved me having to do a lot of mining, which is great. But I needed something better, and so I transported all the villagers from the old iron farm, which you can see here, moved them into the new one, and then needed to do the same with Morpheus here. Off he goes, zooming off to his new position in the new iron farm, which I hope will perform a lot better. So the villagers are encased with their beds up against the wall high up in the air, and Morpheus, our zombie here, needs to come on up and get stuck in a composter that's going to sort of sit floating in the middle of the room. So we trap him like this, squish him in, with some trapdoors so we can't get out, and he's there for good. That's it. Then all we need to do is break all of the support blocks that we made to make this happen, and he is in place. Iron golems are already spawning, so that's a good sign that the farm is working. So then that square in the middle comes down 17 blocks to this pit where we have lava suspended in the air and water pushing into the corner to make sure the iron golems get pushed into the lava, and then that drops into a hopper, and those things will get collected in the chest. We just finish off by breaking the safety layer that we had in place and putting water in the four corners of the room that are going to push the iron golems to the center down into that hole where they will burn in a fiery death. And that is that, basically. So after building this, I AFK'd for the overnight, and this is what I got. Check this out. That is what I'm talking about. Iron for days. So our iron problem is solved. So one thing I wanted to do was go check out the area where Neo set up his house as well. I understand a lot of people have been building here. So this is where Neo built his house, and lots of other people did too. Wanted to see how it's coming on. Oh my goodness, someone's built like a giant zombie. That's pretty cool. This is Neo's house right here, right? Yeah. Oh, he's got a cat. Check it out. He's been busy. He's been doing stuff. Look at all these other builds. This is just fantastic. I'm looking for a claim. Somebody else has claimed this already. I want to try and find like a pretty hot spot somewhere around here. Maybe right here. If no one's claimed this spot, I think I'm going to. 10. There we go. We've got a claim in the town. Reasonably central spot. Maybe this will become the swampy shopping district. But yeah, I'm going to go and play around in a creative world with that idea and see if I can get the vending machine concept working how I want. So, my librarians are still getting trained up. There's still 2 I haven't settled on yet, so I'm still working, but I have more or less all the big things now. I've got efficiency 5, which I would like to find a cheaper version of, because this guy, 50, wants 50 for efficiency 5. If I get an efficiency 4 that's super cheap, I can combine them. That'll do. I now have Unbreaking. Finally, Unbreaking 3. Mending we've had for a while. Everything else we kind of got, and we're just sort of rolling the dice on the last few guys. So I'm pretty happy with this set. I don't think I could be bothered to do the zombie thing. That's just so much work. I could just brute force it, because like, here's some emeralds I've got from selling all my food. It's pretty good. And now I'm going to build up some books and sell them. Now, let me go walk to the shops, because there's an economy in this world. So these are little shops, and I expect them to grow these over time. Currently, you've got the jewelry in here, and you can sell and buy. So if you've got this in your inventory, you can click this and get money, or you can buy up here. You can buy diamonds. Diamonds are 1,000. Lapis is 800. Netherite is 10,000. And these, I guess, are just normal diamonds, not diamond blocks. The blocks are just there to represent what a diamond is. So you can buy this, and there's a lumber store as well in here, where I've sold some lumber before, just to see how it works. And I can do / balance. So I have 440. You can do it in the command line there, or in the bank of Minecraftia. You can come here, and it will tell you a balance just by clicking this, which is pretty cool. They've enabled an auction feature. If you go to /AH, you get the auction house, which brings up this interface. Here's the auction house. And in here, these are all things that people have sold, are up for sale. So you can buy 18 diamonds for 10,000. That's a lot. Or is it? Yeah, so some of this stuff is way overpriced. So, you can list something in your hand, and you can use a AH /AH sell in the price to put something in your hand that's in there. I've already got currently these, so I put some Unbreaking books on there. Apparently they will expire, and then there's multiple pages, so you can flip through and see all the things that people have got for sale here at the various prices. Some reasonable prices, some not. Like, I've got this mending book in my hand, so if I wanted to, I can then go AH sell 1,000. Boom. And that book has been removed from my inventory, goes into the auction house, and if we just do /AH, we should see it. We can sort by newest first, so here we are. This is me, 1,000. There's my mending book, so I've got a couple of books in there now. Got 2 mending, 2 unbreaking. I'll just leave those in there for the time being, see how well they do, see if they sell. That seems like a fair price, because that's the equivalent of a diamond. So if I were to get 1,000 for it, I could come here and spend 1,000 to get a diamond. So that's the idea, and we'll see how well that does. If it doesn't do so well, like if people just don't use the auction house, I might go back to the vending machine idea and just sell it for diamonds directly. But this saves me having to build a vending machine, which is great, super convenient. So we'll see how it goes. My villager trading has been coming on pretty nicely as well. I have more or less one of everything I need, and I did a bit of extra decoration in this room to make it feel a little nice, as you can see. So we have all of the major things here that I think we're going to need. The important things, I'm breaking, mending, I've got my efficiency 5 here, and yeah, everything else is looking pretty good. There's still 2 guys who I haven't finished converting yet. I'm just waiting to see if I can get a different trade from them, but they just keep rolling something I've already got or don't want. So I'm still rolling a couple of guys to get something different, but pretty happy with that. I've got all of my trading stuff in the floor here, ready to trade with them, and then we've got book storage over here, which is yeah, it's all looking good. A lot of silk touch there, and then we can combine stuff, enchant it, do whatever we want in a little station at the end. So I'm very happy with how this is looking. And we've even got a cat to help protect them. Hey kitty. Yeah. My iron farm had stopped working. I wasn't getting anything out of it at all. And I figured out there was a canyon underneath the iron farm. I discovered a bit of it, but I thought it was far enough away not to influence its behavior. I was wrong. Came down here, golems were here. One already killed me by accident, but now I'm just filling in this canyon basically with a lot of my excess cobble. make it a little bit more spawn-proof for the golems. Okay, I've totally walled off a whole section of this canyon now. Probably about 30 blocks in. Took an entire inventory worth of bricks to do it. But it's done. Hopefully that should solve our golem spawning problem. Yep, look at that. Finally, we are producing again. Superb. So there's something that's been on my list to do for a little while, which is to go track down a ocean temple that I found previously on the server. In my first week of exploration, I just stumbled across an ocean temple, basically. Fairly shallow water as well. Looked like it could be quite a good place. I imagine it has been discovered by someone else and plundered by now. But I want to go see for myself, and what I really want to do is just claim the required plot of land around it. I wonder how many claim blocks I have right now. 745. That's hopefully going to be enough to make a big enough claim that will enable me to build a prismarine farm around it. And with that, I should be able to sell sea lanterns and prismarine bricks and blocks and stuff on the in the marketplace. And that's what I want. I really want those blocks for building myself. It's one of my favorite blocks to build with, so I'm keen to get a boatload of it regardless. So I took a screenshot when I found it. I've got the coordinates. It's many thousands of blocks away from here, and I'm going to figure out where in the nether I need to go to find it and make a coordinated portal to get me straight there as quickly as possible. Okay, I've made my way out in the nether to the coordinates of where I think the ocean temple was going to be. There is another portal down there. Someone has been here, so that means maybe someone else has found that ocean temple. But this is the portal I've made up here in the air. It's on the same level and connects to my main pathway. But well, let's see where this goes. Hopefully we'll land right in the ocean, right near that ocean temple, and we landed underground. Oh, okay. Oh, we're close. It's right above us. We just got the mining, the slow mining effect. That's annoying. I should have bought some pails of milk, shouldn't I? So I'm going to teleport home. Go and get some buckets of milk, and that way we can cure ourselves of this infliction. Okay, we came back through the portal, pretty much dug straight up, and hit the temple immediately. The ancient temple is right here, so I sort of tunneled into it, and I'm going to place my first door right here. Once we have a claim, we can well, first of all, I need to get the portal somewhere more sensible. This is an absolute pain in the ass. What I might do, in fact, is go back to the portal that I saw downstairs and just travel over ground to get to where I need to be. If I get to that portal, I just don't know how to get down. I have to go across and parkour down. There she is. So, I think this is about close enough. It's the closest bit of land, at least. So I'm gonna make myself another portal here. Let's see where this goes. Yes, perfect. Connected to my other portal. Now I just need to dismantle the other one, which is bound to take me to underwater. Yep. Cool, that's the new portal linked to the one in the nether that I made. Now, I'm going to attempt to claim some of this guardian temple. I really need an invisibility potion, but I'm just gonna go for it. Ah, shit. Yep, invisibility potion, much needed. Unless there's some in the shop, so I can buy stuff in the shop. Auction house. Some of my items sold, by the way. Go to recently sold. I sold an efficiency 4 but for 2,000. That went pretty quickly. So I'm kind of keen to sell more of those. Blaze rods, 750. That's exactly what I need. Yep, we're going to buy these blaze rods for 750. That's what we're going to do with our funds. Confirm. Boom. Awesome. Now we can finally do a brewing stand. Okay, of course I can buy the blaze rods, but I do need nether wart. Anyone selling nether warts? Because I need to make an awkward potion. 3,000. Gotta be joking. That's Soggy, is that the guy who griefed me as well? Definitely not giving him any money. Okay. 2.5 million. That's hilarious. Someone wants 2.5 million for a shulker box. It's very interesting the way people decide to price it. Some very reasonable prices and some utterly ridiculous ones. Right, so we're not paying, we can't afford those nether warts anyway, and even if we could, I don't think we'd give them to that guy. So what we're going to do instead is offload all our buckets of milk for the time being. And our doors, blaze rods will keep safe here. And the TNT. And we're going to the nether and we're going to see if we can find a nether fortress, because we need nether warts badly. Ooh. 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 Yes. Yes. It looks like someone's been here. Aha. With the skellies. Oh, the lag is a problem. Alright, I'm going to run in there, take them out. See if we can claim a few of them. God damn it. The server lag is killing me. I came back with some blaze rods, which is good. Now we have a good stack. Some magma cream and some other bits and pieces. Didn't find the nether warts though. We still need to go back for that. Okay, I was just putting some iron on the cell because I sold some more books, which was cool. I've now sold Unbreaking, and Efficiency books. They seem pretty popular. And I just put some iron on there. I'm sure that'll sell pretty quickly because it's cheaper than any other iron. And I just saw some nether wart. Yes, 64 nether wart. Instabuy 500. Done. And now my balance is just over 3,000. Awesome. Okay, so we don't need to find ourselves another Nether Fortress right now, so we can go plant this stuff. I think we're going to make an underground farm, and then we can sell it as well. Boom! 3 invisibility potions. Fantastic. Okay, just wait for the new day, and I think we're about ready to head out. We've got, oh, nearly forgot my shulker. We've got 12 invisibility potions. There are milk buckets and doors. Everything else is minimal, just in case I end up losing something. I really wish I had a trident, but I think with the invisibility potion, I should be okay. Oh, TNT to break in. Almost forgot that. And we're good. We're going. We're going in. If I'm lucky, oh, my boat is still there. It's on the surface, right where I left it, where I nearly died. Hey, I'm invisible. Oh, it's my armor. Okay. And we're going in using this. What? Oh. That's no good. Does mining blocks make me visible? Is that what it is? That could be it. Good. Phew. So stressful. Those thorns are really getting me, but I should be good. Got him. Got him, got him, got him. One down. Let's do it. The TNT trick, because I've now got mining fatigue. The other guardians are in either wing here, so I looked at the TNT Underwater Trick. You just need some sand on top of it, I believe. So if I drop that there, place sand above, and then light it, the sand block kind of goes inside it. Blows a hole like that. There we go. Okay, the last thing I want to do before I leave here is just protect this claim. So I'm going to do one here, all the way to here, and hopefully I've got enough. Yes, good. We have a protected claim on the Guardian Temple, at least in the center. Okay, I think we're good. We've got a good chunk of it in place. We're going to head on home, grab our boats, and come back here another time and put that farm in place later. So in order to get our potion game up and running, we need nether wart, and a lot of it. So we did get some, but we need to multiply that as much as possible. So we've got a renewable supply. So what I'm doing down here is making a nether wart farm. I've been digging a hole. Axel, he just disappeared, but he very kindly ran off to Nether and got us enough soul sand here to get started. So we should be able to get a good-sized farm in. It's going to work much like the wheat farms. It's going to be a water harvesting system. We just got to replant everything. Okay, the very basics are in. It'll do for now. I'm going to wire it up differently later, but I just need to get this in and growing fast. So very simple, just a 3-tier 7x8 times 3, which goes, the water will push it all the way down to the hoppers, which go into the chest, and for now I've just wired the button, hardwired the button up to here. But that's going to be replaced by a button that's going to be all the way down here, so I don't need to walk all that way, because I'm lazy. And then if I want, I should be able to make this bigger.
Good, so I planted my first 60 nether wart that I had left after buying my stack and making my first potions. I let that grow, I harvested it, I replanted, and I just harvested it again and replanted again. We're totally full. And after replanting, we now have an excess of, 5 and a bit stacks. Pretty good. Pretty good. So I could scale this up and sell that stuff as much as I want. But this has been a pretty nice start, I think. And yeah, I think we're in a good place. So I just need to come down here every now and then and harvest this stuff. But for the time being, I'll just take a stack up with me. We can use that for potion brewing. There goes one right there. And I've got about a full double chest now of stacks of iron ingots. And I've been selling these guys on the auction house. So if we go /AH, here we go. My current listings, I've got a load here. So I'm experimenting with the price a little bit. So I sold all my books. I'm breaking sold for 1,000, deficiency sold for 2. That went really quick. I might up the price on those. Mending sold for 1,000. I put a stack of iron ingots in for 500, 3 of them, and they all sold pretty quick. So I then put one on for 650. That sold pretty quick as well. So I'm going to keep playing with the price. I'm going to put one on
Well, I've still got several on for that price, so I may, my current listings are these. I may just make sure that wasn't a freak incident and sell these first, and then I'll relist a load more and try a different price. But quite enjoying this so far. And we can look at our balance. We've got just over 7 grand at the moment, which is pretty cool. We can use that to buy other stuff, of course. So of all the farms and the things that I think I need, the thing I probably need the most that keeps coming up again and again and again, we need bone meal. And we don't have mob farms that work very well on servers in order to get enough bone meal because of the shared mob cap. So we need to make something else. We're going to make a moss farm. Now, I made one of these in a very recent episode of my Let's Play series, and it's brilliant. I'm going to use a slightly different design today just to get some variation. But first I need to clear a good amount of space because it takes up a bit of room. And I'm going to do it down here at the bottom of the world, underneath my house, where I'm putting a lot of other farms because we've got a lot of vertical space to expand into if we want to. And I'm thinking of putting tree farm down here too. Okay, and the moss bone meal farm is in and done. I'll do a little run through of how it works in just a second, but first of all I want to give it a test, which I've not done yet. And in my experience, building anything anywhere near this complicated always is problematic. So this is all the bone meal we have in the world, and we need that to do the seed for this to get it going. And we're going to go around to the on switch and turn it on. It's going to be a bit noisy. Let's see if it does its thing. Nope. From what I can tell, the signal's not getting across here to the stone generator, so I'm going to put a repeater in there instead of just redstone. See what that does. Ooh, there we go, that did it. Look. Okay, start at the back here. This is the on-off switch, pretty straightforward. All this does is flip these two pistons to be retracted. So when this piston fires, it sends an initial pulse into the system to kickstart it. And this extends as well permanently, and that allows this timer circuit to work. So this is a super simple timer. It's just repeaters running into repeaters through blocks, set to 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, and 3. So that sets the time it takes for this piston in its position in this circuit to fire on that time interval. And if this block is removed, when we turn it off, the signal dies out. It can't proceed anymore. This goes down, and turning it back on will extend that Kickstarter signal back into here. And by the time it gets to this block, it's circulating around again. So this is our timer. Every time it pulses, it sends a signal up here. So this guy sends a pulse which keeps this block in, allowing the signal to pass over the top, and at the same time that same pulse signal runs across the bottom here. And you can see it pushes these pistons, and there's water under here with the lava above. There's just enough time for the water to flow all the way across from both sides, and that lava will form stone as it goes on top, and the pistons push the stone out into the platform. Now, at the same time, that signal this block allows to pass through here comes this way, flipping the trapdoors. So this has got a little bit of delay on it, 3-tick delay, which allows the trapdoors to be flipped and the water to come down and do the water stream stuff. And the rest of that signal goes up to here to flip this. So over here is where all the bone meal ends up. Most of it going into this dispenser. This dispenser is aiming at this block, this moss block, and bone mealing it, which in turn spreads the moss to all of the stone beneath. All this piston is doing is getting rid of the grass on top, because if there's already something on top of here, it won't grow anymore, so it squashes whatever grows there. And then, yeah, as you can see, the blocks get turned into moss, stone gets turned into moss, and as the pistons continue to push the stone can be pushed into the moss, breaking it. Like that. So this new line of stone pushes into the available moss blocks, and they just keep breaking and breaking and breaking, leaving the loose bits of moss on the surface. And then the water washes them down into this water stream, which collects them into the series of hoppers, which go into composters. And then 3 of those composters go back into this dropper elevator, which in turn sends all the bone meal back to the dispenser. And the other 3 go into the chest here, and we start collecting our excess bone meal. Hopefully it should be totally self-sustaining. Because this is a server, there is sort of a bit of lag. So we've actually got less bone meal in there than we started. You see, it's just gone down again. It's gone back up. Got to keep an eye on that. I might need to top it off with a bit more once we accumulate some, but if I fill that up, that should never go to 0. It's just a bit dangerously low to start with because of how little seed bone meal I had. But that's basically it. Yeah, this circuit's also connected to the power switch all the way down there, so this turns off this elevator, essentially. So we just leave that going, and this will just start creeping up and up and up. And as I said, if we want to collect some moss out of the system instead, then we would just switch out some of these for hoppers going into another chest. And that in turn would collect some of the output of this and send it straight into a chest rather than into the bone mealing system. I installed the additional hoppers that I talked about as well, and they're powered underneath. So they're powered by when the switch is here. So it's giving me all bone meal, and when I want, I can switch it over. Unpowers these hoppers, which allows moss and such to accumulate. So I've done that. Here we go. So I've got a chest full of mossy stuff, helpful, and bone meal. Yeah, I stopped when I got to more or less a double chest. And turned it off for the time being, just so we're not, it does cause a fair bit of lag locally. So don't want to leave it running full time, but super useful to have. So glad I have it, and that is definitely the most effective way to get bone meal in this world. I can use it for doing things like growing this mushroom and chopping it down and getting the mushroom, brown mushrooms for potions and fermented spider eyes and stuff like that. So yeah, little farms down here are going pretty well, I think. Very good indeed. Cool, so I think we can leave that one here for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give us a like. If you'd like to see what else we get up to here on NeoDood.net, then please subscribe, because I think we're going to keep on producing episodes. We've got a lot more to do, and a lot more farms to make, a lot more materials to get, and a lot more trading to do. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.